We are still in a scary economy right now with record high unemployment, social distancing, and questions about the future for ourselves and for our family. So it's more important than ever to stay on top of the important aspects of our economy, like the housing market. So today, I'm going to give you the market stats for Knoxville in the month of April, and I'm going to do that right now. What's up, everybody? Ben Barredo here with the Barredo Group at Coldwell Banker Wallace. Yes, that's right. I'm no longer with Keller Williams Realty. I decided to make the move to Coldwell Banker Wallace. There are several reasons for doing this, but the biggest and most important is that I felt that with the support and the tools at Coldwell Banker, I could better serve all of you. But that is not what this video is about, so let's just jump right into the numbers for the market. April housing data release shows that the housing market staggered slightly with a small drop in home values and a huge dip in buyer traffic. We see that the actual numbers of closings was rather steady and the average days on market were roughly the same. So what this tells me is that even though buyer traffic slowed, it's because the buyers that dropped out of the market were really never going to buy anyway. So really what we were left with were serious buyers that stayed in the market and they were able to make purchases and close deals. Here are the numbers for April nationally, and then we'll talk a little bit about Knoxville. The total number of homes available for sale continued to decline at a national level in the month of April. Although it was a slightly slower pace as opposing forces pulled inventory in opposite directions, and while some homes remained on the market longer due to social distancing measures preventing home buyers from getting out and viewing homes and closing on them, fewer new homes were listed and many homes were also delisted as sellers opted to wait and see if conditions improved over the coming months. Nationally, inventory decreased 15.3% from last year, which was a slower rate of decline compared to March. This amounted to a loss of 189,000 listings compared to April of last year. The typical home is now selling more slowly than last year. Nationally, the typical home sold in 62 days in April, 4 days more slowly than April of last year. However, the weekly progression of the data in April showed an even greater increase in time spent on the market, with the week ending in April 25th showing homes spending 9 days more on the market than usual. Also nationally, you are seeing home prices begin to flatten out as the median list price only grew by 0.6% to $320,000. Funny thing is, Knoxville paints a different picture compared to the national average. We saw a shutdown in March from the COVID-19 hit, but we quickly began to bounce back. And now this could be short-lived with everything opening back up. Who knows? The rate of infection could go back up, and with no vaccine in sight, we might see the market slow down or even shut down. Still, as far as April went, we had a pretty good month in Knoxville. The typical property was still selling more quickly than it did last year. Nationally, homes sold in 48 days in April, and that was down from 50 days. Not a big jump, but still 2 days more quickly than is an improvement. I'm sorry, that was for Tennessee. The median list price in Tennessee grew by 2% from $239,000 to $249,000 in April. It's an increase of 1% from April to May. The original list to sales price went from 95% to 96%, meaning that buyers were paying more compared to the month of April. To the month of March. And home prices in Knoxville on average was $347,500. The absorption rate or months of inventory is still very much a seller's market, with the number of listings decreasing slightly, putting us at 3.7 months of inventory compared to 3.8 months in March. So inventory is still pretty low, and though 3 months is right on the cusp of a neutral market where there's an equal amount of buyers and sellers, which is around 4 to 5 months, it's still a seller's market. And it's overall heading towards a downturn. We're probably going to see that, but right now, homeowners are still getting very high prices for their home. Still, the minute the economy opened back up to phase one, we saw an explosion in new listings. It almost doubled from an average of 30 new homes per day on the market to 60 or more homes per day on the market. And pending sales and closings also started to double over that time. At this point, it's hard to really speculate what's going to happen in the market. This is not a normal shift, but we're definitely in one. And with the overall pending threat of COVID-19 and still a lot of people in a lot of areas not really respecting social distancing and face covering, who knows what's going to happen. Whether it's this year or next, things are going to get back to normal. And additionally, we're in a better place during this economic crisis than we were in 2008 because the government's a little more prepared and there's a lot more cushion to catch people if they fall. So look, who knows what's going to happen in the market? Who knows with the rise of current activity if that's going to continue or if it's going to fall? No one has any real clue. But here's the thing: if you got to sell or if you got to buy, then you have to sell or buy, and you're still going to have to do it in a high market or a low market, a buyer's market or a seller's market. So my goal with these videos and with continually trying to provide value to you is that you, if you're in this situation, if you have to make a move, then you should reach out to me and talk to me about how I can help you keep more hard-earned cash in your pocket. At the end of the day, my goal is to provide you with information that you need to make the best decision possible for you and your family. And also, if you need anything else outside of real estate, whether if it's not just buying, selling, or investing, if you just have questions about the market, if you just want to call someone and complain about your life right now, give me a shout. I'm happy to talk to you. All right. That's really it for this video. Things are looking pretty good right now, but there is a little bit of a slowdown. We do see it going in that direction. So, but at the end of the day, again, if you got to make a move, you got to make a move. And I would love to show you what myself and Coldwell Banker can do for you. I'm so excited to be part of this company. Over 100 years of service in Knoxville alone. And for a company to be profitable and successful for over 100 years, they definitely have tools and practices in place that are going to make you as our clients just as successful. So please reach out to me if you have any reason to talk about real estate. And in the meantime, stay safe out there. I hope this video gave you some good information, and I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day. Okay? Bye.